Some news is just too good to keep to yourself. Coach Lydia here, and I have a question for you. Can you remember the last time that you shared good or even great news with someone? Maybe it was a new job, a new house, a test you passed, or even something as simple as finding the best tacos in town. You had to tell someone, right? Because when something amazing happens, it naturally overflows. You don't have to be trained to talk about it, you just do. That's exactly what happened with the shepherds in the hills of Bethlehem. Welcome back to our series, Come and See How Your Story Can Lead Others to Faith. Now, the shepherds weren't guys who were influencers or spiritual giants. Quite the opposite. The men in this story were regular people doing their everyday job, watching sheep. On an ordinary night in their lives, an angel appeared suddenly and gave them some wild and life-changing news. The angel shared a message with these shepherds that would forever impact them. A Savior had been born. When those shepherds heard this news, they didn't shrug it off. They went, they saw, and then they shared. Luke 2 says, "And they went with haste and found Mary and Joseph and the baby lying in a manger. And when they saw it, they made known the saying that had been told them concerning this child. And all who heard it wondered at what the shepherds told them." Then we read about the shepherds' response to the good news of baby Jesus. Verse 20 says, "And the shepherds returned, glorifying and praising God for all they had heard and seen as it had been told them." The shepherds had just seen baby Jesus, the one who they had been told was the Savior, Christ the Lord. Seeing baby Jesus was news they had to share. They couldn't be stopped from praising, glorifying, and sharing. The shepherds didn't wait to get all the words just right. They didn't sit down and think about how to perfect the message. There was good news to be shared, and the shepherds just couldn't hold it in. Those men just shared what they saw, what they experienced, and they did it with joy. Again, keep in mind, these shepherds were not professional communicators or theologians or preachers, yet this didn't stop them from sharing the good news of Jesus' birth. Sharing our faith doesn't have to be complicated. Talking to people around us about Jesus doesn't need to be done with sophisticated and elegant words. It's not about having all the answers. It's about pointing to Jesus from your own story, from what you've seen and experienced through God at work in your life. It can start with a simple phrase, "This is what God has done in my life." So here's the challenge. What is your shepherd moment? What has God done in your life that's too good to keep to yourself? Don't overthink it, but I challenge you to say it out loud. Say it to yourself or a family member just as practice. This is what God has done in my life. And tell your story. Share how you have witnessed God in your life, naturally, honestly, joyfully. Let it come from your experience and from your heart. And as you do that, I am so confident that God will use your words to impact the people you come in contact with. Once you've said it out loud, you can share it again. Find someone in your life who you want to share your faith with, and start by sharing your story of the ways God is working in your life. There is someone in your life who needs to hear that good news. And by the way, we'd like to hear your come and see moment as well. Just like the shepherds, you and I can have a come and see attitude. Maybe it's come and see what he's done in my life. Come and see how he brought peace into my chaos. Come and see how hope showed up when I was at the end of my rope. Come and see how he healed and protected and provided. Come and see how God saves and forgives and loves. Whatever your come and see moment is, post it below and be sure to share it with someone in your life this week.